Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome to the Gamertron Show. 5 Nights at Freddy's. Oh, look at that! I already got 100 views! Joking aside, although, in all seriousness, I am genuinely surprised how many people are obsessed about watching videos about this video game. It's kinda shocking. As a matter of fact, everything surrounding 5 Nights at Freddy's is shocking. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing. It is a phenomenon. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the 5 Nights at Freddy's phenomenon. This one video game, this video game franchise series, this indie video game that has taken over the internet, the world, by storm. First, let's talk about the designer, developer of the game, Scott Cawthon. Scott, if you're watching this video, which I doubt you are since there are literally already millions of 5 Nights at Freddy's videos out there and people congratulating you on your success, I doubt you'd see this, but if you do see this, Scott, well done, buddy. Well done. You are living the dream. You're living the dream. You made an idea, you made a property, you made a game, and it became a huge success literally overnight. You are living the dream every indie game developer wishes. You're rolling in dough, you're rolling in success, and good for you, man. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I'm genuinely very happy for you, Scott. You found that idea, you found that formula, and it has brought you reward in return. I wish you the absolute best, Scott. You have literally changed people's lives. You've changed the world. And not many people can say that. So well done, Scott. Well done. I wish you the best, man. But what is it? What is it exactly about Scott's games that have made them so popular? Why did it take the internet by storm? We know how it took the internet by storm. Markiplier, PewDiePie, Game Theory. The big name YouTubers who talked about the game, played the game, showed it off, gave it attention. So we know how it became a success, but we don't necessarily know or understand why. Why? Because these big name YouTubers play indie horror games all the time. Some of them blow up, some of them don't. 5 Nights at Freddy's, on the other hand, has become a worldwide phenomenon. It has taken control of the internet. It has created a fan base. It has created entire YouTube channels. It has created entire websites dedicated to this one game, or one game series, I should say. Why did 5 Nights at Freddy's take off? Well, all I can do, really, is give you the facts and give you my take on them. First off, let's get the obvious one out of the way. The antagonists, the main characters, the horror villain icons of this game, the animatronics. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Now, these characters have become popular for 2 reasons. One is the kinda sorta originality behind them. For so long, horror movies, horror video games have been dominated by monsters, aliens, slasher killers. 5 Nights at Freddy's has killer, possessed, children's animatronics. The stuff you see in fast food chains like Chuck E. Cheese, Disney, McDonald's to some extent. And the games play on the fear that children have, because children, well, some children at least, I'd say about 50-50, because there are kids out there who love animatronics and mascots and all that stuff. But there are others who are terrified of the things. Because, let's admit it, they look really unnatural. That whole trying to emulate a cartoony look, in real life, does look bizarre, unnatural, and to an extent creepy. And the games play off that fear. These characters play off that fear that these suits, these mascots, which were meant to be lovable, cute, friendly, are on a killer rampage. The fact that something so innocent is made evil, that is definitely original to an extent. I'm not saying it hasn't been done before, it certainly has been done before, but 5 Nights at Freddy's took this and really made it its own. And the second thing about these characters that have made them so iconic is, well, They appeal to the furry and My Little Pony communities. Hey, what? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop looking at me like that. Hey, hold the phone here. I'm not insulting anyone. I'm just pointing out the obvious here. I'm not saying this is good or bad. I'm not offending or insulting anyone. I'm just pointing this out. I'm not insulting furries, and I'm not insulting bronies. Or anyone, for that matter, who likes My Little Pony, no matter your gender. I'm just pointing out the obvious here. Let's not lie to ourselves here. These characters appeal to those crowds. And they have really taken off with those crowds. And that's one of the other reasons they have become so iconic, because they appeal to these communities. If I can even call... Would I call them... Yeah, they're basically communities. They have conventions, for God's sakes. And again, I am not trying to be offensive or insult anyone. I am not putting these communities in a negative light whatsoever. Alright? We cool? We cool? We understand each other? Can we put down our pitchforks and torches? Thank you! However, I would feel much more safer if you removed the bullets from your guns. That would be appreciated. Let's not have a literal meaning of the words shots fired here, okay? Anyways, after that little tangent, moving on. Why is Five Nights at Freddy's so popular again? Well, besides the iconic characters, let's talk about, well, the base of any video game, the gameplay. And Five Nights at Freddy's has unique gameplay. Yes, it is a point-and-click game. And yes, in some ways, it is a puzzle game. But unlike other puzzle games, unlike games you find on your phone, or cheap stuff on PC, Five Nights at Freddy's is a puzzle game that requires two things: speed and memory. You have to remember the behaviors of the different animatronics. You have to remember how to use all the assets given to you, flashlight, cameras, door controls, and a number of other gadgets and gizmos. It is a game that oddly enough requires you to play smart and memorize things. It actually is kind of a good exerciser for your brain. Second aspect to the gameplay that makes it unique is the speed. You cannot laze about. Next to remembering everything, you have to pay attention and you have to be quick. Five Nights at Freddy's seems like a very casual game, but it really isn't. You have to be fast. You have to be fast on your mouse. I have known people, and I'm being serious here, who have damaged their wrists playing the games on the super hard modes they have. And believe it or not, this whole thing about challenge and difficulty within the game actually leads somewhat into the game's story. The game's story, which has also taken the internet by storm, and which is why Game Theory has so many subscribers and views. I'm just kidding. Matt works really hard on his YouTube channel and he deserves the subs and views. Five Nights at Freddy's story seems incredibly simple at first. It seems almost non-existent until you take a deeper look at it and start exploring the game. You start looking around the environment. You start really paying attention to what you are being told. And of course, you look at the bloody Wikipedia. Wait a second. Challenging gameplay? A cryptic yet deep story which you really have to work for to discover? Sounds an awful lot like Dark Souls? That's right, this indie point-and-click horror puzzle game has a lot in common with the Japanese RPG hack-and-slash adventure classic video game series Dark Souls. And so that's another fan base this game appeals to. You guys are giving me that look again. Okay, let me explain. What made the Souls franchise take off and become as popular as it is? It was because of its cryptic, clever story which you had to dig deep and really investigate to discover. And at times, what seems like a battle of wits, you versus the animatronics, your character in Dark Souls versus the bosses, is really just an extravagant randomized puzzle. Very good ones though, very good ones at that. See where I'm coming from? Well, I hope you guys do. So that's my take on Five Nights at Freddy's, the phenomenon. Please like the video if you liked the video. Did you enjoy the gameplay? Did you enjoy the commentary? Did you enjoy my opinion? If you liked the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps me, helps you, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment. What are your thoughts and feelings of what was said in this video? What do you think of the gameplay? Leave me your thoughts, opinions, whatever in the comment section below. I love getting comments. Don't get nearly enough comments. And finally, I am the Gamertron. I love video games, and I love talking about video games. And if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel. This has been a video, and I will see you guys later.